Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today we're going to talk about my February TBR. So these are all the books that I'm planning to read in the month of February. Now, this month for sure, I have a buddy read and I have review books to tell you about today, and that's it. That's it. Everything else is going to be like whatever it is I feel like reading. We'll just have to see. And yeah, I've already started mood reading. I picked my first book that I decided to mood read for the year because January was full of buddy reads and review books and a readathon. So those were not exactly mood reading books for me, but I picked up my first one at the end of January and I'm so happy with it. So yeah. But I do have a handful of books here to talk about, and these are just going to be those types of books. I am going to be doing Contemporary-a-thon as well, so I will have a Contemporary-a-thon TBR up closer to when that starts, which I believe that one starts on February 11th. Yes, February 11th through the 17th is Contemporary-a-thon. So I'm going to be picking a TBR here soon. I will have a different video for that one with challenges and stuff. But other than that, these are the books that I am going to be reading for review. And one buddy read. Actually, two buddy reads because I'm going to be doing one with Lindsay too, but that is one that you guys are picking for us. So if you want to vote in that, make sure you do. I'll leave that video link down below. But Lindsay and I are going to buddy read a book in February, and you guys are going to pick what we're going to read. So that's exciting. Okay, so let's start with what I'm currently in the middle of. You guys, I have not picked this up since Christmas, and I don't know what my problem is. It's not long. I'm almost halfway through it. I don't know what my problem is. I really was enjoying this when I was picking it up, but I hit a reading slump, which I talked about yesterday. And because of that, I just haven't picked it up since Christmas. And, you know, I did have some review books coming up that kind of took a little bit priority over this one. Yeah, but I do plan to finish it. Like, I'm going to be picking it up this week and continuing on. I am doing a reading vlog and I do have footage for it. I've already started the video, so everything's going to be good with that. So in the month of February, my reading vlog for this one will be up. I promise, I promise, I promise. I'm just angry at myself that it's taken me so long to read it. And another one that I am currently reading, and I'm reading a little bit of this every single day because I am just absolutely savoring it. And that is Shantae by Gita Trelease. This book, you guys, is so beautiful. It's magic in the French Revolutionary time period in Paris. And let me tell you, I got this for a review. This comes out February 5th. And I was like, yeah, I'll read that. Yeah, that sounds cool. And then I picked it up and I was like, holy crap, this is really, really good. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. It's definitely giving me a little bit of like Night Circus Caraval vibes, not in like a game-esque or a circus type setting or anything like that, but just the magic in here really reminds me of like that. And the magic system is very, very interesting. I'm enjoying it. And there's a love interest in here that I am just swooning over, and there's tension right now. And I'm like, no. Okay. So obviously I'm really, really enjoying this one. I am more than halfway through. I'm about almost 300 pages in, and it's a little over 400 pages. So I do plan to finish it this week, and I will have a review video up for this one on February 11th. That is my assigned day from the publisher, and I'm really excited about this, you guys. Like, this book, get excited. If you like magic books, like, this is legit. Okay, I do have two review books here to show you. The first one is The Last Letter. This is by Rebecca Yarros, and this was sent to me by Entangled Teen. And this is a military-themed love story. And I'm really excited to read it. And it did come with a little package of tissues, so we'll see how that goes. But this doesn't come out until the end of February. It comes out February 26th, so I do have a little bit of time to read it, but I'm very excited to pick this up when the time comes. And this next one actually doesn't come out until March, but it is one that I kind of want to get a little bit of a head start on, and it's not super long, but that is The Deepest Blue by Sarah Beth Durst. Now, this is part of her Renthia world. She wrote a trilogy called The Queens of Renthia. I do have the trilogy. Haven't read one yet, but I'm hearing really good things about it, so I need to get to that soon. But this is one that's just set in the same world, and it doesn't follow the same characters in the original trilogy from what I'm understanding, and this can be read as a standalone. It kind of follows one of the islands that's part of this world. So since you can read it as a standalone, I do plan to do that because I'm not, you know, I haven't read the trilogy yet and I don't have time to read it before this comes out. But I do plan to go ahead and get started on it. And I have a feeling once I read this one, I'll probably want to go ahead and pick up the trilogy. It might be a good push to do that. And yeah, I'm really excited. But this cover is so beautiful. Like, it's just gorgeous. So I am excited to read this one. Okay, and I have 2 more books that were physically sent to me from the publisher. The first one is As Bright as Heaven by Susan Meisner. Now, this is the paperback edition, which just came out at the end of January. This came out January 29th, I believe. So they did send me a review copy in paperback form. I have been wanting to read this since it came out because I'm hearing amazing things about it. This is a historical fiction and it follows a community as they deal with the Spanish flu. I can't remember if it's World War II or World War I. I don't remember. It's one of the wars, but it's not the war, it's the Spanish flu that this community is dealing with. And I've really heard amazing things about it and I'm excited to pick it up. And the last physical review book, I got a lot this time, guys. Like, I was really surprised. I ended up getting 99% Mine by Sally Thorn, which was a huge surprise. I was not expecting to receive this at all. It just showed up and I was like, okay, I'll take it. And yeah, so I definitely want to read this. I have not read The Hating Game, even though I've heard amazing things about it. And it's definitely on my list to read. I don't own it and I haven't picked up a copy yet in order to read it. So I guess I'll start with this one and see what I think. But this is definitely a contemporary. I think it's like a new adult contemporary. And I've heard great things about her writing and that it's addictive. And I was stoked to get this, like, for real. So I definitely plan to read it and have a review up probably the first half of February. So that should be happening. And the last review book I have is a book that I'm going to be reading on my Kindle, and I'm super excited about it, you guys. So I follow Eliot Brooks here on BookTube. She has a great channel. She's such a sweet person. She's hilarious. I love her videos. She makes me laugh all the time. She's real. She's honest. And I respect her so much. And she wrote a book. And she's been working on it for a long time. She talks about it a lot on her channel and her process and everything. She is self-publishing, which is really cool. And she kind of, you know, goes through the whole process of everything. So she started asking for reviewers and the digital arcs were ready. And so I threw my name in the hat and I ended up getting an email from her and she said, I would love for you to read my book. And I was like, yes. So she sent me a copy and I definitely plan to read it in the month of February. This does come out in March as of right now. I don't know if there's a specific day yet, but the month of March is when her book will be coming out and I'm super excited to read it. It is going to be an adult fantasy and the cover is gorgeous. So yeah, I'm super excited to be able to read this. So thank you, Elle. Okay, that is it for review books. That's a lot, but I'm very excited about all of them. And a few of them are short, so I can kind of, you know, get them a little bit quickly. And I do have 2 buddy reads. One is going to be with Lindsay. Don't know what it's going to be yet. We're going to let you guys vote for a few days before we, you know, see what is going to be the winner. So check out my video. Again, it's linked down below for that one and make sure you vote if you want to. And we'll see how that goes. But the second buddy read I have, I'm going to start February 1st. And that is a book I'm going to read with Candace. And we're going to do Violent Ends. And this is an anthology written by, I think, 17 different authors. Each chapter is a different author and it follows a school shooting. And I think it's from 17 different perspectives from what I'm understanding. So I talked about this in a tag video that I did a couple months ago, I think. And then Candace had made a comment. She said, I have Violent Ends, or I just ordered it. So when I get it, do you want a buddy read? And I was like, yes. So we set up a month. We were like, let's start in February. So we are going to be reading this one and I'm super excited about it. I've had it on my shelf for a while and, you know, her saying something was a good push for me to finally pick it up. So this will be happening at the beginning of the month. All right, guys, that is it. Those are my plans for the month of February. And again, I will have some mood reading stuff in there, kind of different things I plan on picking up. I just haven't fully decided on anything yet. And I will be doing Contemporary-a-thon. So there will be another TBR video coming up here soon, probably in the next week or so, picking my books for that, which I'm excited for. Let me know down below if you guys have heard any of the books I'm going to talk about. Have you read any of them? The ones that have already been released. I want to know all those details, and let me know what you plan to read for February. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.